Joining us now, Democratic Senator Alex Padilla of California. He's a member of the Judiciary Committee. And Senator, you spoke with President Biden earlier this week about the importance of passing voting rights legislation. Can you take us into that conversation?
Sure. And in many ways, it was a little bit of a preview to what he shared publicly yesterday. He called to, thank me for my efforts within the Democratic caucus and within the Senate for keeping our fight for voting rights on the front burner, reiterating his commitment to it. And yes, all options are on the table to get this done. But there's so many front burner issues: voting rights, the infrastructure package, the budget reconciliation that everybody's focused on these days. And let's not forget immigration reform. That came up in the conversation as well. There's so much that America doesn't just want, America needs. And we were just talking about how to continue to move the ball forward. It's obviously been an eventful week, but I'm very confident we're going to get it done in the next couple of weeks.
Did the president express any frustration that this would be having a hard time?
That comes with the territory in our line of work, don't you think? And especially the times that we're living in, right? Think of the political climate that we're in, but also literally the 50-50 Senate and what that means. And by the way, it's not just a 50-50 Senate, a body as a whole. It also means every committee is evenly split, 50% Democrat, 50% Republican. So it literally is grinding through the process to get things done.
So, Senator, let's stay there with the voting rights. Do you support, a couple quick questions, do you support changing or eliminating the filibuster in order to do so?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think the filibuster is the only reason we haven't moved forward already on securing the right to vote, on battling climate change in the way that we know we need to, obviously passing an infrastructure package, long overdue, immigration reform, criminal justice reform, so much more. So I'm in favor of eliminating the filibuster. I know that may not be in the cards given the makeup of the Senate right now, but I think the argument has been made and continues to be made why we need to make some accommodation for the sake of our democracy. The hypocrisy coming from Republicans is undeniable.
And let's talk about the legislative agenda the president has right now. He's obviously really stepped up outreach, trying to push this, try to get this done, if not completely, but at least some sort of framework set in the next few days before he heads to Europe for that climate change summit. There are some holdouts, though, in the Democratic Party. Where do you assess the state of negotiations, and what is the frustration level for you, for Senators, say, Manchin and Sinema, who seem to be holdouts?
Look, my overall assessment is I'm highly confident this is going to get done. Both the bipartisan package that was already approved by the Senate and this budget reconciliation package, which is needed. And while I appreciate there's a lot of attention on Senator Sinema, Senator Manchin, if you step back, the real big picture is why are we here to begin with? It's because Republicans refuse to cooperate and do what our country needs done in terms of investing in infrastructure, investing in the economy, investing in working families. So if we have to go a Democratic-only route, that's what we'll do. And this is just sort of the diversity of the Democratic caucus playing out in public. But at the end of the day, everybody from Senator Manchin and Sinema to Senator Sanders and everybody in between knows we have to get this done, and we will get this done.
So are you worried about the politics of it all? Because if we don't get it done soon, will it impact the governor's race in Virginia? Will it impact the midterms? That's the kind of particular political question. But then let's pan back, span out as well. What are the deeper concerns about the republic, our democracy, that in some ways drive how you are approaching this voting rights?
Yeah, look, I think at the end of the day, all of it points to the urgency with which we need to act. Right? Let's talk just, infrastructure, the state of our economy. There's concerns about workforce and whether people are going back to work. That's why we need child care included. Really hard for folks to get back to work if you don't have a safe place to leave your kids when they're not in school, right? You want to talk climate change? It's not just a theoretic what may or may not happen in 25 years if we don't act today. Look what's happening out west. Record drought, record wildfire, yet another record hurricane in the southeast, flooding not that long ago here in the northeast. Climate change is real. It's here. And of course, our fundamental right to vote. And here's the hypocrisy I was mentioning earlier. Republicans in Congress, in the Senate, say, no, if we're going to change election laws, then that needs to be done on a bipartisan basis. Yet they stand idly by when the right to vote is under assault in state house after state house, and you see the voter suppression laws in so many states go forward on only a partisan basis. They can't have it both ways. And if we need to reform the filibuster or abolish the filibuster, whatever we need to do, we have to protect our fundamental right to vote.
Good morning, Senator Padilla. It's Willie Geist. Great to have you on the show this morning. I want to ask you a big picture question. You obviously were appointed to your seat by Governor Newsom last December after Kamala Harris ascended to the vice presidency. So you've been in your seat for about 9 or 10 months now. I'm just curious on your perspective now that you have a couple of months under your belt on what it's like to operate within the Senate. You just pointed to a group of Republicans who just plainly have said in explicit terms they're not going to help the Biden agenda at all. What has it been like inside the United States Senate as a relative newcomer to try to get things done there?
I think back to the day I was sworn in on January 20th, a couple hours after the inauguration itself, and I was welcomely surprised at how many folks from both sides of the aisle came up to me. Congratulations, welcome to the Senate, look forward to working with you. And even the Republicans who said, look, if all you do is watch us on the national cable news, that's the wrong impression. We really do try to work, find common ground. Not all of them, maybe not all 50, but more than I expected. But I think the verdict is still out, right? There's been some elements that have been done on a bipartisan basis. The recent bipartisan infrastructure package is one example. But when not a single Republican can bring themselves to vote for the American Rescue Plan in the height of the pandemic, it's got to make you more than wonder. When not a single Republican will vote to create an independent bipartisan commission to study what led to the deadly insurrection of January 6th, it more than makes you wonder. And here we are stuck on the reconciliation process to invest in America's infrastructure in a way that we need, and not a single Republican is willing to come along. Our democracy is really being strained at so many levels.
I don't disagree. Senator Alex Padilla, thank you very much for coming on the show this morning. We appreciate it.